But
right?
it's one of the. I was going to say one
But
of the elegantest.
now they're all the hold on, you
But I still said it. But
I feel like your mom went to church this
It's
morning
one-
and prayed for you.
It's very elegant now. Why do you say it's not elegant in like Nigeria?
Sup,
Hello.
people? What's happening?
Chee.
I'm unusually excited about recording today for whatever reason. But what's up? What's happening, people? Welcome to the Shrine Podcast.
Yes.
The show where we talk about pop culture, music, technology, lifestyle, and so many other things from our lens as young Nigerians. By way of Canada in Jesus' name. Somebody say amen.
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 Yes.
Amen.
Yes. As usual, I'm your co-host on the show today. My name is Akindare, and with me is
It's Jemima.
Manisuru.
Sorry, take it
Professor
again.
jump in. As usual, I am your co-host today. My name is Akindare, and with me on the show is
Jemima. Hi everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Shrine Podcast.
that was a much better take.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, I'm proud of you.
You know.
Well done.
Thanks.
As we always like to say,
Mm-hmm.
the Shrine Podcast is a show that is a whole lot of bands with just a little
A
sprinkle,
dash.
just a little,
Tintini, small like this.
tintini of
Serious.
seriousness. And thank you guys for joining us as always on the vibe. Jemima, how's your week been?
It's been good.
It's been good.
That's just
That
it.
good did not seem convincing. It was like
Good.
you had to say something. So let's just pick one word.
Yes.
Eh?
Yeah, it was a very stressful week. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's just been too stressful. There's been so much to do, right?
I know, right? Like, is it not weird that like I feel like 3 weeks ago, right? We were like, oh, everything is so busy. Like we had like sort of huge things that we're working on work-wise, and we were all like, oh, it's so busy. And after we did those huge things, we felt like things would
Accomplished.
die
Like,
down.
let me just chill.
Things would calm down. But it seems like things have not died down.
Nope.
What is that
No.
about? It's so weird. I feel like it's a thing that's going around right now, because I've also heard like similar sentiments from
Because
people
it's just so
this week.
crazy. There's so much to do, and it's like every day you can't even finish it. It's mad. But we thank God for weekends where we can just, relax. Sometimes we
So we
get
can
work
relax
done,
and
but
record
we still,
the Shrine Podcast.
yeah,
Because
But
we're
yeah.
coming to you live on a slightly, it's like the weather is
Slightly
confused.
sunny.
We go for sunny, I go for sunny.
It rained earlier, I think.
Right. So yeah, we're coming to you live on a Sunday. But yeah,
How was your week?
my week was hectic. I don't know if I've given this update on the podcast before, but I've recently started going back to the office. I've been working remotely all this while. And listen, let's just say that I don't miss commuting in Lagos. Like Lagos,
They got to show you paper.
I mean, Nigeria as a whole, as we all know, is a crazy place. But Lagos has a special, unique brand of madness. And like driving to work and back. Oh. I just had a James Brown moment now. I was back. This is back. Jerry, this is downside of learning accent. You get this is downside because sometimes only call you not gonna know. But yeah, I don't miss the commute at all. And then also there's like they are doing this Akpongbo Bridge, which is just
I don't think they would ever finish. Akpongbo is where is Akpongbo?
for
How do
you,
you say Akpongbo?
for the non-Nigerians listening to this podcast, right? Nigeria has a culture of like taking the longest possible time to complete
fix stuff.
infrastructure projects. Like there's one real line that they've been building in Lagos for like 15 years now. They never build and finish. It's you hear stories of like China and like even in Europe and the UK and all these places where things are built in like a month,
Months.
weeks. Nigeria's almost take years, if not decades. So this bridge is on my way to work, and they've been fixing it for the longest time since like March, I think, and they've not been done fixing it. So it's just caused incredible traffic all the time. Like, so yeah. And then work itself is also just like super hectic. There's just so much going on. I have some new colleagues that I am, supporting with their onboarding.
Supporting. Loyinbo.
Supporting. So for practice accents, you get. See, I'm surprised that nobody has actually asked me this question on social media. They're like, why am I practicing for all these accents?
But like the accents, they change. Sometimes we don't know if it's American or British. Like
I am about to answer it now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The reason why sometimes it might sound American, sometimes it might sound Canadian, sometimes it might sound British. Sometimes it might not sound like any accent you know of. It's because we don't know.
What was it happen?
America,
they'll call you.
Last. Well, Canada, last. It might also be the United Kingdom. You know what I mean? So, you never can tell. So I'm just practicing everything down. So
just
that
in case.
I go feel, I don't go carry last. So once I slide,
all right.
Society, go come and
some sense,
blend, you get so. Yeah.
What? Blend.
Blend now. My blend, my rhyme, papa, my smoothing out. It'll be like screeding. You know what screeding is?
What's killing me is that you said screeding and then you looked at the wall.
because screeding did the wall. Now the wall inspired that bar. You get me? So you say, I'm touching a multi-talented king. So
Stick to one.
No. I have to carry all of them along because the way this world is going now like this, you don't know what can happen.
Aye, sorry. Omo eniyan. I'm fucking dead. The world is moving.
But anyways, yeah, that was my week. Hectic, bit stressful. Commute was crazy. But we made it. We're here. Like I said earlier, I'm just excited that we are able to record.
Another week is coming now.
So what do we have on the menu today? What are we talking about?
On the menu today, we're going to be talking about luxury, right? But in Nigeria. Kind of like, what it is, what it isn't, what people term luxury, the kind of things that we see as luxury, as people, as a nation, or, everything in between, luxury, but in Nigeria. So, first of all, the question. No, I think before we even get into like speaking about it, we need to understand what luxury is. So, what is luxury?
Well, according to the definition I'm looking at now, it says a state of great comfort.
What the hell now?
That like the name.
This guy mad.
Do you know that that's actually the thing? Like, why do Nigerians do that? Like, you can say comfort. Like, even if it's the name that you're saying, you can say comfort. But the change intonation is comfort.
Is Yoruba people.
Why? Anyways, it says a state of great comfort or elegance, especially when involving great expense, a condition of abundance or great ease and comfort. So,
wait first. I think there are some keywords we need to pick from that, right?
Great comfort,
important.
Or elegance, important. And then great expense. Okay. Surely that word elegance is about to discombobulate a lot of people. So yeah, I think that's what to me.
Elegante is elegance.
This one, we are going to get to Tiana, all right? We're going to get to Tiana. Okay? We're going to get there, all right? Yes. By the way, we are recording this the day after the AMVCAs, all right? So some things are going to come from that, okay? I have some opinions, all right? I have some things.
You didn't even watch it. What opinions do you have? I
sort of watched it. And the things that I watched and what I saw on social media, and shout out to Bella Naija, all the looks, shout out to my guys there. They're my guys.
Are you fancying them?
As I'm fancying people now, hailing people now, people can also consider us for sponsorship opportunities. And just email us at the shrine podcast@gmail.com. But yeah, so luxury is the thing is, luxury is an interesting concept in that even though we have defined it now, is something that is defined according to English language as something that involves great comfort or elegance and typically comes at great expense. I think it's also a very relative concept in that within whatever socioeconomic bracket that you fit in, there's luxury in there. People that are poor, they have certain things that they would consider luxury. The people that are lower middle class, they have things that they will consider luxury. People that are upper middle class and so on and so forth, right? Obviously, with the richest people in our society being the ones that we assume have the, I guess, highest concept of luxury. But even in this relativity, I think there are universal truths that we can all agree to, and which is why I really like that definition, which has those keywords that you said we should point out: great comfort or elegance, and comes at great expense. So
if we're picking all of those keywords and we are drawing a straight line from it to what we consider as luxury in Nigeria, how would you say? Like, what do you think people? You've talked about it being relative, right? I think that's out of the way, but obviously we're talking in. It's not like we're talking in collectivity here. Do you get what I'm saying? Like Nigeria now. So it's not about the poor, the rich, or whatever. It's what is luxury in Nigeria. So what do you think? Like, how do you think people consider luxury in Nigeria? What are some of the things that they think are luxury that you think that based on maybe the definition of those keywords?
First of all, let me just put it out there that Nigerians, whatever we are calling luxury in this place, because I think we have a full sense of luxury, and I think because Nigeria is by and large a very poor country, and so I think luxury is an inflated term in these zones, right? For example,
especially if you're not rich,
you get even the rich people gone
like the Otedola and co.
Like, listen. Otedola's Lagos mansion is very, very different from his Monaco mansion. All right. Those two places of residence have different perks. You understand? And also, whatever he's going to pay for luxury here and what he's going to get is going to be different from what he's going to pay for luxury in Monaco.
And what he's going to get. Of course.
Do you get what I'm saying?
And that also like goes to the point of what Nigerians or what's typically considered as luxury in Nigeria, right?
Now, I don't know Chef Stone. I heard he's apparently the founder of Red Dish Chronicles or Culinary School. You know Red Dish, which actually I know a couple of people that have been to, and it seemed like they had a great experience and helped their craft as far as being a chef, etc. goes. So I don't know him. I don't have any beef against him. I don't, to each their own. But this particular conversation was inspired by. It was partly inspired by the events of Valentine's Day 2022, in which Chef Stone charged my fellow Nigerians.
How much?
Was it $1,000?
I think so, or more.
$1,000 for redemption share. We'll try.
Oh dear.
Now, the thing also is that, like, I feel like personally, my personal opinion, I think Nigerians are not as educated about the things that they think they are educated about.
You can't be educated about those things because, like, you haven't seen anything different.
Exactly.
Right?
That's
you
what
don't
I'm
have
saying.
data.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they think they know what luxury is. But
Or should be.
But do you really? Do you? Because
you don't have to experience luxury outside of where you are.
I saw tweets where people were saying after that Valentine's dinner that Chef Stone hosted, I saw people coming on Twitter about how for the money they paid, they were getting like tiny portions of the 12 course or 20, whatever amount of course dinner he did, right? And I'm like, if you see 12 course, do you really think they're going to bring 12 full serving plates?
Exactly, right?
Obviously, you have no business being in this room. Do you get? You have no business wasting your $1,000.
Exactly.
Do you get? So I feel like if you're going to charge people $1,000 for a Valentine's dinner, right? Like,
I'm not even going
to speak on the menu and the food because I wasn't there. I didn't eat it, and I'm sure it was probably great. But from the pictures that I saw and the videos, bruh, that was not a $1,000 experience. All right. If you go to Dubai, if you go to the UK, the US, Canada, if you go to anywhere else in Europe with $1,000, they will treat you like as if you are in the group of Elon Musk and Bill Gates and then people. Okay, obviously that's an exaggeration because but like $1,000 is going to get you a way more explosive, interesting, and like a way better experience
than
that. And then when you now consider the fact that we are one of the poorest countries in the world, and then you ask people to shell out $1,000, and then for that $1,000, they are getting basically what they can get at anywhere Chef Imoteda hosts. Like, that was a Chef Imoteda random like brunch or dinner that you pay 25, 30, 40K for. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there was nothing there that was particularly
No,
it's not like you brought Craig David to come and sing to me or some show, John Legend.
No, it's the food now. There were some,
Yes, but like I that's again to my point about like is like any of Chef Imoteda's events, like the food to go bang. Do you understand? So if it's banging food that I'm looking for, I can go to Talindo or you get, or I can whenever Chef Imoteda is doing something, I can go to a location and get into it. Anyways, let me not waste more time on Chef Stone. But like even things like like the kind of cars that we aspire to buy, like the kind of houses that we aspire to, that we consider luxury. When they start telling you about Lekki,
but there's no water.
There's no water. Small rain like this,
great
everybody's
comfort,
swimming.
right?
Yes,
Comfort
and elegance, right? Lekki is not an elegant place.
But it's one of the. I was going to say,
but now they're all the. Hold on, you doing?
But I still said it. But
I feel like your mom went to church this morning and prayed for you.
It's very elegant now. How do you say it's not elegant? In like Nigeria or in Lagos rather.
What's elegant about Lekki?
It's the island now. Okay, wait, where is elegant in Lagos?
We should start from.
Maybe we should start from.
No. Elegance, I'll say
Banana Island.
No, Banana Island is
it's
extreme.
Way too far. Okay.
It's extreme. I'll say
VI. But some places
the problem with VI is that if VI had remained as like a proper like more residential than business type environment, then I would have said it's elegant. But there's so too much business. I mean, all the banks, all the
restaurants.
Everybody's HQ is there. Sure you get. I'll say Ikoyi. I'll say Ikeja GRA. In fact, you can also say some parts of Magodo. Can give them elegance. Although they're also bordering on like the excessive bougie of Banana Island and them.
In Magodo, Abi?
Yeah, in Magodo, but you can give them a pass because they're on the mainland, so they already have.
So we're talking about elegance in terms of like the build, like the house.
No, I'm talking about in terms of the place. Like if you go to this area, do you feel like
you have entered some? When I go to Magodo, I do feel like there's some, like if Nigeria was supposed to start from being orderly or from just being, a state that wants to follow the law, and Magodo seemed like a very good example for that.
Actually, if you're looking for elegance in terms of like a geographical location, Abuja is where it's at.
No, we're talking about Lagos. Yes, everybody knows Abuja. Abuja, it's
there are
like
parts of Abuja that like it's just you can see.
Abuja is the land of power and wealth.
No, I'm saying apart from that, you can see the future that we all want from Nigeria. You can see the trace, the hints, like the roads and just the way everything is designed. Like Abuja, I think Abuja is probably the only place in Nigeria that was like designed from the ground up. Like they already had it in mind that like this place, now factory go there, this place, now the airports go there. Before they started constructing all those things, you get. So it has that, that sort of just a bit more orderliness.
Abuja is what Nigeria would be.
In terms of the layout, sure you get. But as with all things in Nigeria, they get to also the Abuja. And Lungu there Abuja. If you go all those, let me not mention places.
They will come and carry you. I know they do.
They do things, please.
I beg.
But yeah, so I think the Nigerian definition of luxury is essentially overpriced. I feel like that's how most of us, like culturally, I feel like that's how we quantify or define luxury. It's once it's overpriced,
and that's why they give you trash things and put a price on top of it that's not worth it, because they know that you will term it as
to
luxury.
You, as long as you're paying like excessively for it, like because the thing is that people that run this business is like people that provide these luxury services or products or whatever. They know their audience. You get, and they
won't go outside of Nigeria and provide that same kind of service.
You think Chef Stone will go to London and go and charge $1,000 for dinner? Try it. Try it. No, you should try it now. You should get like God. That's the thing that so like that's what we are saying, right? Like so even down to like things like artists will go and do shows and they'll charge maybe £100 or $100, for example, for their VIP. But they'll come and charge 1 million for VIP. And this VIP is stable. That is not close to the stage.
You still have to watch.
You still have to watch. And even the performance gone. Now you go perform at least quarter of them for the artist, except if it's Burna Boy, Asha, Adekunle Gold, Fireboy.
Is that you have not mentioned Wizkid for me?
Who is that?
Is Wizkid a joke to you?
Naboy have been again.
Wizkid is a joke to you, Abby?
Naboy have been again.
Anyways.
Wizkid that's
moving on.
No, I want the Wizkid FC to come for me.
Moving on.
Wizkid FC. Performance wise,
moving on.
Your goat and David Kiss Daniel. Same.
How can you say that?
Kenny.
Okay, so
I was watching Kiss Daniel performance yesterday in Manchester. They were singing his new song, Buga. I swear.
He didn't sing anything.
He didn't sing 3 lines. He got to one point, even told DJ to stop playing the music.
But is he going to tell them to stop singing?
He threw it to the crowd to performing for him. I'm like, I mean, come on.
Is he going to say, shut up?
Even if Burna Boy is going to allow people to perform, right? Yeah. He's still going to, you go follow on a performer. You get. Anyways, I digress.
You digress.
So yeah, I think luxury in Nigeria means overpriced.
Not getting your money's worth.
That's the thing. I don't even think. I want to more wolu owo. I don't even think that like, because I don't know. Nigeria is just such a weird place, man. Like, because if you think about it, then if you really like know the value of that $1,000, like, will you really spend it on that?
To have a good time, of course. Yeah, it begins to sound like a poor man now.
I am a poor man.
I don't get. I
am poor, bro.
$1,000 is worth to somebody who like. Come on. I guess at the end of the day, it's just even the people that went, even us now, you that you're talking about, Chef Stone and whatever. These people that went there, at least there's some people that they had a good experience. To them, they paid for something exquisite.
I'm exquisite, no.
So I mean, but away from even restaurant and everything, I think even we're about to go into it when we're talking about eyebrow places. But like, so last in February, I think I went to Dubai and I just knew it. Anyway, so
the last episode. Let me just remind people now. Please, dear, anytime people see this woman outside,
don't bill me. I swear God, if you bill me.
This woman is just out here catching flights and not feelings.
We thank the Lord.
Sending her passport.
Anyways, so I went to Dubai, and they've always been saying that Dubai is a city of, the architecture is nice, like the buildings are great, like all of that. We've seen it, but like being there was a different ballgame. Like where I was staying was like topmost, so I could see. Like the buildings were so beautiful, and you can tell that there was some thoughts that went into, like the space, like what something is supposed to do is what it is doing. Do you get? If it is a toilet, God, like their toilets, oh my God,
bro. When somebody starts gushing about how great the toilets are, you know that those people are doing something right.
They
are doing something right.
It was such a bit like the architecture, right? So when I came back to, like, obviously looking at that side by side, what we consider like good architecture in terms of like luxury or something here, I'm just like, we are not even close.
Like, is there all this cubicle?
We are not even there. Like, I would see somebody go like try to advertise housing, maybe Lekki or something, and then they enter the house. They say, "Oh, this is the kitchen." You're like, okay, nice. They say, "Okay, this is the parlor," and then you open the bathroom. It's like as if you're entering one, like a black hole. And you're just like, but outside, they will call it like big price. They will try to say, oh, you have facilities, you have this and that, you have access to swimming pool, you have access to all the other things that don't matter.
You understand?
Right?
Ooh, why aren't you telling me about one of your friends in Europe and where she lives, and like I think they have a cinema, a bowling alley, like
yes,
stuff.
Swimming pool.
They have swimming pool.
Yes, they
Wow.
have a pool, they have a bar, they have a cinema, they have a bowling alley.
And that is a
in
quote
a
unquote,
building, like
that's a quote
people-
unquote serviced.
Yes, serviced apartments. You get like in a building that people are living. It's not like it's hotel or anything.
All of the island logged out of the fucking chat because serviced apartments, they are giving you lights, they are carrying your dustbin. That's the end. That's all. Maybe they'll build one court or tennis court. All of you. Now, maybe your children can go and ride bicycle on every once in a while, but like, so that again, to the earlier point about like what Nigerians consider luxury, like people think living in a serviced apartment in Nigeria is luxury.
It's luxury.
Right? And again, to the point about it being relative, I
It
guess
could
that's
be.
also all well and good. But I just feel like we are doing ourselves a disservice if we don't realize that like there's levels to this shit. Like what you are thinking, that service apartment I think is luxury. If you go other places, come and see proper luxury. And the wildest part is that I'm sure this is your friend, right? The money she pays for rent. Actually, let me not make that rent argument.
Renting. Rent is expensive. Oh, the rent is actually expensive, but you're getting
But you're getting a lot.
you're getting what you're paying for.
Like, that's what I'm saying. But
You're
like,
getting
if you're gonna charge me-
it's comfortable, it's luxurious, and you're spending money for it.
you get, but like if you're gonna make me pay 5, 6, 8 million a year, and like all I'm getting is constant light, I guess that's even also like a Nigerian
Constant
problem.
lights and dirty water,
And dirty-
salty. I cannot get over that fact.
How
That
can you be living in a service place where tanker lumawa pump tanking, like it's tanker that come and drop water. Can you imagine
and
that?
you're supposed to be a luxurious place in Koto. Like eyebrow. Let me make it eyebrow. In in the eyebrow place, right? And you're still not getting water. It's ridiculous. But I wanted to ask something about like I think you kind of like answered it in a way, or you've touched on it by
What's that?
starting with saying that luxury is relative, right? Because I think I've seen a conversation. I've been in not been in conversations, but I've seen conversations online about luxury before, and some of the points that people mentioned was gatekeeping luxury, right? That the fact that something is inaccessible to, like the fact that something is now accessible to somebody, you don't consider that as luxurious anymore. But is that really a thing, or should that be a thing?
Of course, nobody should be keeping anything, much less luxury. And like, at the very least, if you are able to form gatekeeper of luxury, you need to have the commensurate amount of money. Okay, don't just come and open your mouth. Wow, I'm saying this. But I think it does exist. I think it's very fake. But like again, because it's so relative. Like,
Exactly.
How do you gatekeep stuff like that, right?
That's the point I'm trying to, like, people don't think about it from that relativeness, right? Even though in this conversation we've talked about relative, but we've still also kind of like generalized in a way. But at the back of our minds, we understand that it's relative, right? But people don't think about it that way. So they see it as, okay, luxury is luxury. Like this diamond
No, there's
is
no
luxurious. And
universal-
so now that somebody can now access it, you don't find it luxurious anymore. Now you have to move to the next big thing that is luxurious, or
Yeah, I think we first need to establish that like there is no universal luxury. Like there's no universal truth other than great comfort and elegance, and comes at great expense as far as luxury is concerned. So I feel like those people that act like, something's no longer luxurious for them, I think they are just pretending. Yes,
Jesus.
like deep down they know, because if you think about it, then everybody always has a trajectory, right, in their lives. So some people, they go up and they come down. Some people go up, down, up again, down, up again. Some people, they start from up and they go down, right? And more often than not, that trajectory is usually progressive, right? Because that's what all of us are trying
That's
to do.
what we
We're
want.
trying to like have this increments, right, in our lives as we progress. So if, let's use an example of, I can use myself as an example. I remember when I was a kid and like all I knew was
Shut up.
that's Ghost, guys. He's a nuisance. Anyways, when all I knew was entering bus, entering Danfo, entering Molue, right? anytime I went to family events, right, and my like maybe we had to follow one cousin to one bus stop where we now come down and then continue
Take
our
another
journey
bus.
home. And like we enter their car, and like it's leather seat, AC day, there's no noise, I was always like, yeah, this is luxury. This is what I need from this downfall level now. This is where I need to get to. Do you get what I'm saying? But obviously, when you get to that level where maybe you finally made small money, you can buy one small Corolla that you're pushing around, and then you now like maybe get an opportunity one day to drive your friend's Benz. Something will click your head like, Corolla, I mean, nice. It's in your dad,
but Benz,
you get me? This range. Because I remember one time when I was in uni, one of my mom's family friends, they're based in the UK and they came to Nigeria to, one of their siblings was getting married. And I got the opportunity to drive one of them's Range Rover just for a short distance. And I was like, Shui, my mom's Mazda MPV was alright, it did the job, but
however,
there's levels to this shit, right? So that's what I feel like. And I feel like everybody has a similar experience that they can relate with. You can just be like, maybe before, now the place, now your money fit carry. You get people when they say no if you afford to go chop for Chicken Republic. The day when they go chop for Chicken
it's gonna
Republic,
be luxury to them.
That's why you see people at malls in Lagos. It's like people bring a bunch of kids come and do excursion at a mall in Lagos. Why? Because to them, that is the next level of luxury. That's the next accessible kind of luxury that they can get. Do you get what I'm saying? There are some other people too that their own excursion is they are going to go and look at Big Ben and London Bridge. You understand?
Some people are going to Disneyland.
Some people are going to Disneyland. You get? Some people are going to do skydiving or go desert safari in Dubai. Yeah. So, there's levels to it. I feel like we should, in sort of relating with these conversations around luxury and what it is, what it isn't, gatekeeping, whatever, we need to also not be disingenuous in applying our understanding.
Yep.
Is a very relative concept, and it relies very much on your finances. That's just it.
On what you consider luxurious.
You understand? And your finances are what's going to determine what you consider luxurious. Because I'm sure you also had like 10 years ago. There were certain things that you consider luxury that you might not consider luxury now.
Yeah.
And there are things that you consider luxury now that maybe in 10 years' time you will not consider luxury anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's a certain progression to it. And so if we are saying that like, there's one definition of the fact that somebody says this is luxury to them and you are saying, oh, that's rubbish, you are being disingenuous, right? What we just need to understand is that at every strata if that's not correct, try to correct me. You can always send us a DM at
Send you a DM
on Instagram or the Shrine Pod on Twitter, or you can send me a DM on my personal Twitter page at the Akindare Live. And follow me, machine bang. So there's like a different strata of society. Luxury abounds. So it just depends on what is accessible and what is not accessible. Now, where I think the interesting conversation lies is at whatever level.
What you consider
luxury?
It should meet.
Is it really luxury in that level? So if you go to, let's say, for example, now, all you could afford for the first, let's say, 20 years of your life is going to that roadside booker to buy rice and ewa and meat and whatever, and then you are now able to afford entering KFC, right? But if you go to KFC and you pay 5K for food that really not supposed to pass 3-5, in my opinion, that's not luxury. You are being cheated on. Yeah, they are cheating you out of your hard-earned money. Yes, and the thing is that the further you go up the luxury ladder, the more you start to have these instances, because while luxury is very much financial and like you can literally quantify it, like it's directly tied to money. That's like I said, it usually comes with great expense, right? While that may be, the higher you go, like there's only so much how do I put it? There's only so much pizzazz that money can add. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me use houses as an example, right? If you go from face me, I face you, to a flat, right? Now, in flats, there are serviced apartments and flats, right? They are what they call condominiums, right? They are a different kind of flats, right? Those ones might be maybe a high-rise building, right? Now, that building might have a pool. Are you seeing how like everything is changing, right? But it might still be the same square feet in terms of the area of the house, right? Same size, but different cost because maybe different location, or different amenities, right? But when you get to the highest of it, you hear that all these celebrities, they are living in a house that is 50 something million, or they are living in a house that is 100 and something million. You know, like if it really comes down to it, like, do you really need a game room, a bowling alley in your house? Like, do you get? So it becomes frivolous at a point, right? You know, people that are having like all these yachts that are like 100 and something, 300 and something, 500 and something feet, you don't really need it, right? So the higher you go up the luxury ladder, the more. It's not that a matter of like,
can you pay for it?
It's just a can you pay for it thing. It does not actually have that much practical value. Sure, you get.
Sure.
So it is within that I think the more interesting conversation, like whatever angle of society that you are in, you know, in terms of socioeconomics, whatever that you are paying for that you consider luxury in that space, is it really luxury? Like
luxury.
I think no matter how expensive something is, as long as it feels commensurate with what you're paying for it. Do you get? Like, it's like if you go and meet social media prefects now, or any of these people that do, you know, travel tours, right? And let's say you pay 5 million and then they take you to only 2 countries and bring you back. And maybe on those countries you didn't have any activities, you didn't go and see any museum, you didn't go scuba diving, whatever. You feel like this money where I pay no match the experience
what you got,
right? And I feel like Nigerians, we always have that feeling when we go to all these restaurants on the island. We'll be like, spaghetti bolognese, what 15,000 Timo. But because we are also some of the most hypocritical people on the planet, and because we have this warped, this full sense of what luxury is, because we don't know better, we don't go fit talk. Sure, you understand? That's why people pay VIP money for all these concerts and stuff. Because if I really coming down to it, it's not the greatest experience.
Zero.
At least abroad, they'll give you gallery view. You know, you go day up, you know, you go to see, you know, they might even have like a side, maybe like meet and greet, or maybe you get like signed merch or something. You know, there's some perks. But the only perks you get is chair and table. Come on. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Bro, you like that.
This episode is my episode.
It's like pent up anger. Like, what the hell? From I just ask you one small question.
No. Actually, like, I don't feel that strongly about it, but sometimes they always
it must be said.
I'm just always like,
yeah,
my people, when are we going to be free?
Pharaoh, let my people go.
Like we.
I too don't think that the fact that somebody has access to something should make it lose value. Like, but you know, some people think that's really the concept of luxury. That the concept of luxury is, you know, how much something is inaccessible to people, right? Yeah. But then again, you know, at the end of the day, luxury is what is luxury to you. Like, when I traveled to Dubai now, even though it was for work, it was luxury to me because I've never gone to Dubai before. I've always been seeing it in movies and been seeing pictures. But there are people, I have friends who've been to Dubai like
several times. Maybe say they enter every other month.
Do you get? Like, so, like, they'll just be like, oh yeah, it's just another Tuesday, just another day, just another whatever. But I think largely for me though, I just want, and I would hope that people will just demand better, right? It's like what you said, like just piggybacking off what you said about if whatever it is that you're getting as luxury at that particular state that you are is not luxury, then, you know, like just know better that it's not luxury and demand better for yourself. Like, don't feel like, oh, you know, if I'm buying the bottled water 2,000 naira in the restaurant, so what? But it's ridiculous though.
Yes. That you can afford it does not make it luxury.
Do you understand? Like,
do you get? Like, no.
It's just a bottle of water.
Are you getting value for your money.
It's the value.
Now, if the water, and maybe if you tell me that, like, the water has gold flakes inside, that goes from a 500 naira
ordinary water
to, do you get?
To something that somebody has put some thought into, right?
You understand, right? You get what I'm
saying? To make
it
worth more.
But if it's the same Nestle water I can buy in traffic for 50 naira, 100 naira, then you are not selling to me 2,000 naira, 1,000, even 500.
I'll never forget the day I bought it for 1,000.
Do you get? Like, that's not luxury. That's not a luxurious experience anymore. Now you're just ripping me off.
Exactly.
Do you get? And it's very good that we mentioned this water thing. Nigerians, let me tell you people, in most places in the world, they don't charge you for water. Literally, even fast food restaurants. I've been to a fast food restaurant in the UK. Actually, a couple of them where I did not have to pay for water. It's Nigeria where it's a main thing, like it's a thing where like you literally have to buy.
You have to buy water,
and you buy it at 100% markup.
That's just crazy.
Do you get? So Nigerians, my fellow Nigerians, please let's understand this, all right? While something might be luxury to you, the most important thing is, does it feel like you're getting value for money? Right? If you go to a club in Lagos, Gordon's dry gin don't turn in 1.8, 2,000 for supermarket. People will be calling it 20,000, 25,000.
Because you're in a luxurious club.
What about this drink?
No, but they have to pay for the space though.
Makes it 15. Like, do you know how far away 15,000 is from 2,000?
They have to make some money.
Well, if you have to make money, then set up the place in a way that when I come and I say I want to drink this, I want a bottle of Gordon's dry gin, right? Maybe it's going to come with, I don't know, somebody that will be spinning it or somebody that's going to add chocolate to the mix, or
like just something.
Something like you have to take it beyond
what it is.
Just the bottle, because the experience you're offering me essentially is that loud music, flashing lights, AC, vibe, right? I can get that at an house party.
Hey, I can get it in my house.
I can get it in my fucking house. Do you get what I'm saying? So you're not necessarily adding anything extra to that experience of me having a bottle of Gordon's dry gin, or me and my guys. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's where really
that's the kick cocoa.
The ish is
the EU.
You get? So how when you're paying for these luxurious items, even if it's like, so for example, right, all these Gucci, Fendi, Kankan, why are they luxury items? Because they're not like Nike, Adidas that you can see randomly anywhere. Do you get? They have this tight market control in terms of this kind of supply that their products have. Do you get what I'm saying? There are some companies that, like, you cannot buy their products or some of their products. Like, they have to. It's them that have to tell you that, hey, you can buy. It's not like it's on you can just go and pick it. Do you get what I'm saying? Now that is think about companies like Rolls-Royce. Anytime they launch a new car, they do like a special private event for their best customers. They take you through all the new features of the car. They give you the options. They'll serve champagne and like better chow. Everybody's like, they're treating you like as if it's because of you that they are here. Which because of you that they are here. So that's a difference. When you think about like a Rolls-Royce vehicle and they tell you that it's hand built, like, because me, I'm a car guy, I'm a car nerd, and like I watch a lot of YouTube videos on cars, and like they'll tell you that it took one person 2 weeks to draw one line on the car. When they tell you that line costs $5,000, they argue.
You argue now because work has gone to.
Even when you buy the car, the experience that you get is so personalized. They make you feel. Do you get what I'm saying? That is a different. I'm not saying that does not mean that they don't overprice their own things. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm saying that, like, you can see the layers from face that it has. If you want to buy a Toyota, a Honda, like, you cannot enter any place, pay your money, they give you the key, you drive off. Nobody is doing any CRM for you. You get what I'm saying? But those brands, like, that's why they term themselves as luxury brands. So they know that they have to go the extra So at least, even if it's not bar for bar value for money, but at least it's close enough, or at least it's more than basic. Do you get? So I think that should be how we all think about it. Like, within whatever arena where we did, whatever is luxury in that space, does it go beyond
like what?
The basic
thing.
Like the base underlying principle of that experience. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like different hotels now, for example. Like there's some hotels that you go to, once you read the reception, you say, I want room. They give you room. So they, in fact, it's you that want to look for the room by yourself. You know?
Oh my God.
Other hotels, they'll have a concierge that will like take you, carry your bags. You know, that is the
extra
layer on top of it. You get what I'm saying? So if you feel like you're getting enough of those extra layers for the money you're paying, then good. But let's not be deceiving ourselves and be acting as if basic shit is luxury. Please, no. All right?
Stop
Please,
it.
No. Nigerians have that thing, like just basic stuff. Luxurious.
They will not be. It's not even the gatekeeping.
Somebody might say, because you cannot afford it, does not mean that it's not.
It's not for your target market.
Bro, you guys, I might actually be able to afford it. The reason why I'm not doing is because
it's just
me. Yes,
when you see
you're
cheating,
basically robbing me with my consent. That's basically.
I mean, like they're not putting their hands inside your pocket. Oh my God!
By the end of the day, enter low luxury. All right, so they're gonna hustle. Poverty don't be the way.
So, me say if I want luxurious bag, Gucci, Fendi.
I don't know Gucci, Fendi. Like,
Gucci,
you know what's
Fendi.
wild is that like we are not the most luxurious people. We're here talking about luxury.
Chickens.
They're supposed to have food for 1 billion, yeah.
Walai.
Because I'm sure this is my own saying gone. Some rich people will be looking at it like,
what are these ones calling
what are these
me?
ones saying?
You know, Shebi, I just said me going to Dubai was luxury for me. Yeah. I don't know, like, Dubai that was in Loni 10 years ago. Oh, God.
That way your low space.
But I mean, I get it would. Elon Musk.
You know.
I guess like there's obviously all the old banter. There's like the underlying seriousness and meaningfulness, which is first of all, luxury is subjective to wherever it is that you are at that particular time.
Yep. You also have no right to gatekeep it.
Then there's also just not, understanding that you need to be able to give, like, if you're as a service producer, if you're saying service provider, if you're giving somebody, if you're saying luxury, then it should be luxury. Let people, like the people in that class, let them get a lot more than just the basic, thing. So yeah. Any recommendations?
Oh, okay. Let me see. My recommendation for today is Osas Godara.
Don't go and say. What does that even mean? What are you recommending?
It means that
they should go and watch her movies.
Watch her movies, follow her, support her mission. She's amazing. When she won Best Dress at AMG, I was just thinking about. I was just like, being root tears for the full buckets by now.
He fumbled the bag now.
That nigga fumbled the bag, bro.
I'm just happy she's winning because we're not even hearing anything about himself.
I'm so
nobody knows where he is these days.
Do you know what then? A thought crossed my mind this morning that I'm thinking of, because Rihanna now, she don't get Bel-Air, Chance is a rocky.
So you want to move to Osas?
Yes, I'm
Why?
switching like my lifetime crush from Rihanna to Osas, because Osas
join the queue.
I'm not gonna lie.
Girl,
she's
guys, men, women, everybody, your uncle, your auntie, everybody is camping in her Instagram.
Anyways, shout out to Osas. I also recommend I wanted to recommend Palazzo, but you already playing it like 100
Palazzo, the Ashake song.
Yes, the
music.
Ashake song. Not like this.
Before you're gonna say Palazzo, like there's nobody's listening to me like Palazzo. Why is he recommending Palazzo? Be specific, please. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll recommend that.
Right. I would recommend Doctor Strange.
Yeah, actually, yeah. There was a lot of criticism about it. I think as a even
I enjoyed it,
I think it was great. Yeah, I enjoyed it. What me I just don't like is when I'm watching movies where there's some action and the woman is now running in heels. Like, you guys, it's 2022. We can't.
Who are you speaking to now? You're talking to Marvel directors.
See, we all need to come together and go at these people. We need to tell them I need to stop this thing. All right.
They should be wearing flats or sneakers.
If you are wearing heels, especially happen for your back, what you first do? That's all. That's what 99% of all the women in this world
don't nobody running in
nobody's fucking running in heels. Like, it's just so preposterous. I can't believe that we still do that. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's okay.
So yeah, that's just. But
calm down.
Multiverse of Madness was a good watch. The Marvel heads say that
it wasn't
you
that
need to
good.
watch. No.
Oh, that you need to watch. WandaVision.
What If to understand it.
I'm gonna watch WandaVision.
Yeah. Also, if any of you have Disney login, Ejo.
Beggy, luxurious. Imagine this guy begging on a luxurious episode. Luxury, Mr. Luxury.
Let me tell you something there. For me,
oh my God,
right now, Disney Plus is a luxury.
It's a luxury. Do you get?
And it's something I cannot access.
You can't easily.
So I have to beg my way ahead. Of course, now if it's Showmax or Netflix,
oh God,
you cannot come and use that to Bugami.
Yeah, okay.
That level of luxury, I'm already there. I'm swimming in it and rolling.
Sorry,
you get. But Disney Plus, yeah,
it's very accessible. Not very accessible, is it?
I don't have American card and all that stuff, though, you know. But yeah, what Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, I think those are all our recommendations for the week.
Okay.
As always, thank you guys so much for listening to us. We appreciate and love every single one of you.
Thanks for kicking. Thanks for rocking. Thanks, Toby.
Thanks to Toby for coming on the previous episode. She's one of our super fans. We love you. I also want to give a special shout out on this episode to my friend Tolu. You know yourself. She's undertaking a new chapter of her life, and I just want to wish you love, success, and all the very best. Love you plenty. As always, if you have any topics you want us to talk about, you have any ideas, you have any feedback, what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, or you just want to just big us up.
Yeah. Somebody gave us
praise
rating. Was that on Apple Podcast?
Yes. Oh my God. You people, you know, we need to start letting people know that they need to do this thing, because a little embarrassing. You guys,
please rate us.
I went on Apple Podcast. I'm seeing people's podcasts that have 500 rating, 200 rating. How many do Shrine Pod have? 15. People are not trying. All right, come on. You guys, please rate us on whatever platforms that you listen to podcasts. And if you have any feedback for us, or opinions or thoughts, or you want to add to something we've spoken about,
yes,
or
guys,
if maybe one of us made a mistake, or you want to further broaden our knowledge or something we spoke about, please feel free to send us an email at theshrinepodcast@gmail.com, or send us a DM on Instagram at theshrine.pod, or on Twitter at theshrinepod. There's a giveaway that we are thinking of, that we are planning on, coming very, very soon. So stay tuned. Also follow all the Twitter handles so you can get the first info, and the Instagram handle as well on that potential giveaway. I'm saying potential giveaway so that if you know, I don't go home my shit.
No, put your mouth where your heart is.
It's coming, and it's $1 denominated giveaway. So you know,
we do.
Stay tuned.
Akidare does things in dolls. Thanks for listening to us.
Don't share. $J. It's usually in the name.
Thank you everyone for listening to us.
Yes.
And we will catch you again next time.
Peace
Adios.